Hi, everybody. June here from Red Daisy Crafts. I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and I am here from San Antonio, Texas, and we are going to play with some December Paper Pumpkin alternates today. And before we get going, I want to check and make sure I'm streaming correctly in all the places, and so give me just a second, okay? Um, so it looks like that's working, and it looks like that one's working fine. All right, so it looks like we're all the places, so that's really great. Let me just get my phone out of the way, and let me turn off the noise. Last week I had a call. That was kind of weird. All right. Hi, everybody. So glad you're here. And thanks for spending time with me today. I'm a few minutes late. We are off tomorrow, so I'm a little confused about what's happening with my schedule. And so I got a little bit off time. I just wanted to let you know the January host code is still the same. I'll just leave it here for a few minutes and go through some of the other things in case you want to get that. I believe it's also in the description below. If not, I can add it. Hello, thanks for joining. Hi, Denise. Glad to have you here. I think that's maybe Wanda joining from Facebook. There is a link for you to click with StreamYard to give it permission. Then I can see your name. But I understand if you don't want to go through all of that, but I just don't see names when that isn't the case. So, and so we're just going to talk real quickly about a couple of things and then dig in. So we have the January Paper Pumpkin has already, like, the subscription period has already ended, and that's for the Lovely Lavender. And so I hope you got your subscription ready to go there. And but the one that is on for now is Sweet Springtime. So I am just wanting to let you know, like, looks like it's going to be a Easter. It says celebrate Easter in spring with adorable cards and treat boxes. So looks like it's going to be a little bit of a gifty and a card kit with Easter in mind. And so I'm excited to see that. The colors in that kit are going to be Petal Pink, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Berry Burst, Early Espresso, and the classic Stampin' Spot is going to be Early Espresso. Then you also have crumb cake in that kit. So it's going to be 9 projects, 3 of 3 designs. So excited to get that. And then upcoming in March is more Memorable Meadows. Say that 3 times, right? Hey, Wanda, good to see you. I see you now. You're on YouTube. Yeah, so you can see me in 3 different places. 2 Facebook places. So one on my business page and one in my group. And then I'm also streaming to YouTube. So you can catch me in one of those places, whatever is best for you. And then for the 3 months, the first quarter of 24, this is the add-on die cut that is, coordinating with all of the paper pumpkins for January, February, March. And there's 4 die cuts. And so I actually have one of those here. I haven't used this yet. I think I'll probably start using it when I get my January kit, but these are sizable. Like, I want you to see this word love. I mean, look, it's sizable. So these are not small. I think some of the dies in the past have been like pretty small. And so I just wanted you to see they're really nice. So I'm excited to use those as well. Okay. And so I'm going to take this away and we are going to get started. So I kind of gave you a sneak peek last week. This is the card we're going to be making today, and then we're going to make something else after that. which I haven't designed. So we're going to do it together. And I'm going to take myself out of the picture so you can get closer. And let me just show that one more time so you can see it up close. But I love how this turns out. I am using the papers. Let me just remind myself because I think it's Inked Botanicals, but let me just double check. Yes, it's the Inked Botanicals, and it is number 161157. They're 6x6 sheets, and that's a really great coordinating set I have found for all the best kits. So we are going to get started with that, and I've got some cutting to do, and so we'll get going on that so I can give you all the measurements and stuff. So I have a regular card base here in Old Olive, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25 on the long side. Hi, Diane. Thanks for joining. Thank you for that comment too. That's so nice of you. And so then we're going to cut the 2 layers that are here, and to help, I'm going to just remind myself. So these layers are both 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Okay. And so that is what we're going to cut here. We're going to cut 2 sheets of this. So 5 1/8 and then 3 7/8. Okay. So just inside the 4, there we go. And I just am going to keep these on the side. Might use this on the inside, not sure. And then we're going to bring in this one and cut it again, 5 1/8, in case you're following along or taking down measurements. And then the next one is going to be 3 7/8 right here. And so we get those done. Okay. And then there is 2 items we're going to do, and we're going to need a couple things out of the kit. So let me just grab this circle die cut piece from the kit. And we're also going to use, I think it's the curled one. Yeah. We're also going to use this die cut printed flower die cut as well. So while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and cut these pieces down to 5 1/2 so we could put them on the inside if we want. And I'll get rid of that little piece, and we'll do this one too, just in case. I'm not sure what we'll do on the inside, but that way it'll be ready, and hopefully we don't have to do too much other trimming with the trimmer on this particular card. So here we go. I do have, where did it go? They were just here. Oh my goodness. Seriously, I guess maybe I stuck them back in here. I was looking, I did already, here they are. I was going to say, I already cut inside pieces for the inside of the card. And so that just goes right in here. And I know what I just realized. So give me one moment, is that I do not have, I need to get a refill of my multi-purpose liquid glue. So I'm just grabbing that really quick, because I'm pretty sure my glue is going to run out midway. So I have my trusty little holder here, and so we'll just see how far we get, because I'm pretty sure it's going to run out. All right, so I like to use my multi-purpose liquid glue, and it just, I think, holds better and makes a stronger, more durable card, is my opinion. And so I'm just going to put that down on the inside, and then we're going to just burnish our edge here, which I didn't do. I just did it with my fingers so far. So we'll just do that and we'll set that over here. And so we have our two pieces that we're going to kind of layer crooked in a way. But what I have done on both of these is I am distressing them. And I'm going to use, I can open up my scissors or I can just go across here with the edge of my scissors, but I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of roughing it up a bit. Okay. And so I kind of like that look. And so this is how I do that. And like I said, you could open your scissors up, whatever you need to do, but because this is DSP paper, it's really thin. And I'm afraid if I did it with the blade open, that it might tear or cut it. So I'm okay if the edge gets a little bent because that's what I'm going for. I want like a distressed look on here. Okay. And so as you can see, we're just roughing that up and it doesn't take a lot of time. It does leave a little bit of paper dust behind. And so I don't need it as much on this one. It's going behind it, but I am going to make sure I get my corners since they'll be showing more on this one. And so have you ever done this before with your paper where you distress it like this? It's just a real easy way to distress your paper. And, you know, it's not too much of distressing. And so that's that. And like I said, that goes pretty quickly. All right, so I'm going to put our little sample right out here so you can see it. And so these are just going to go on here a little haphazard when we put them down to the card front. Okay, the next piece we need to do is, we'll just leave that, is this piece right here. I cannot believe it, but when I took my 2 3/8 circle punch, it fit inside of here perfectly. Okay. So I'm just making sure I don't see any gold foil on the inside of my circle cutter right here. And I am just punching that out. And with the magic of a punch, voila. Isn't that fantastic? I just love it. Okay, and so we are going to then also, we are going to punch out of this piece as well. I could punch a hole and have the orange or the Calypso coral showing through of this other paper, but I really just want a different crushed curry print on the inside of there. So, and that's what we're going to use to do our sentiment. So I'm just getting this as close as I can to the edge so I don't waste any of it. Okay. And so then that's that piece. All right. I think we have all of our pieces. So this is the piece we're going to stamp our sentiment on. Okay. And the last time I think I used Old Olive, but this time I think I'm going to use Mossy Meadow. I want to see if I could get it a little bit darker on there so it's more visible. So let's get our stamps out. And last time I used All the Best, but let's try a different one. I have had to move my stamps around here. I think I am going to use All the Best. Oh no, maybe I'll just do Hello Friend on the back of here. So I had to move some of my stamps around and I was trying to be quick about it. So I'm just, gonna lay my stamp down with the flat edge up, and then I just take my block and stick it right onto there. Okay. And so I'm going to just tap into the Mossy Meadow, and then I'm going to come over to my piece and I'm going to just put it down. I've already tested all of these stamps, so I don't have any concern about them not showing up or stamping well because I've kind of worked all that out. And so there you have it. Um, hello, friend. So I'm kind of looking at this and I'm trying to decide. Maybe I did use Mossy Meadow the first time. Huh. Um, I guess I wouldn't know unless I stamped both colors next to each other, but we don't have time for that. And it's not necessary. So, all right. So this is how our card went together is we're going to put the piece that is primarily Calypso Coral. We're going to put that down to the card front. Okay. And just gonna get some glue on here. Like I said, this isn't gonna last very long. I like the darker too. Thank you. And so I am just putting this as crooked as I can without it going off the card. Okay. And so that's how that's going to go on. And then this one's going to go kind of the opposite direction. Okay. But I am going to use dimensionals when I put this on. And I'm also going to punch a circle out of here because I want to give depth. So I don't know if you can see here, there's depth here. And I want that to go all the way through down to the Calypso Coral piece. So I don't know if you can see the shadow or not there, but I do like that. So I'm going to get my punch one more time. And I did this kind of, if you can tell, I did it sort of in the upper corner here so that I would have room down here to put the linen thread. And so we're just going to make sure we do not put it out of place. So I'm going to kind of bring my circle in. Okay. And just like this, and make sure that I am getting that lined up properly. So, yep, I think that'll work just fine. Okay, so I am just coming in as much as I can from this edge, and I'm just punching. Okay, all right, so that is gonna take care of that. And I would normally want to rough this up, but I don't need to because this is going to go right on top of here. And I love that, you know, it's not, it does go over the edge, but it doesn't go over the card edge. Okay. And so that was my goal there. So, so that's going to go on there just like that. But first let's put down this piece, and I have my dimensionals here. So let me just get those out, and we'll put some of those on here. You don't need a ton. And then before we put this down, I want to put my linen thread on, and I have my linen thread. Where did it go? Where are you? Linen thread. Huh. You know what? I have this here. Maybe I'll use it. I didn't use this before. I kind of like it for this. And instead of, yeah, this is good. I think this is what I'm going to do. Okay. All right. We're changing things up a bit. I always like to do that. So just bear with me as we kind of design as we go. I just want to make sure I don't get this too tight and have enough to tie a bow. I think that will do it. And so I'm just making sure I have enough of this around here and that we are not getting it too tight on this piece of DSP, which is kind of thin, so it's not very stable. I'm just going to tie a knot for now, just to get it tied down. And there we go. All right, so we'll do the bow once we get it onto the card base, because I think it'll be easier once we do that. So, all right, so as you can see, I just tied it around there, and we'll tie a bow in just a minute. So now I'm going to take off all of the covers from the dimensionals, and then we'll put down our card, this little piece at the top. All right, so we are just leaning this the other direction. And like I said, I like to go about as far as I can to get, so you're not over the edge of the card, which we are doing good here. Okay, and then like I said, this piece here that I cut, cannot pick things up. I need to go get my nails done. This is going to go right here and right inside there. Okay, that way it's going to get put down with the glue right onto this piece. Okay, so we are just going to go ahead and put that down, and we want to make sure we get it going in the right direction so that our hello friend is upright. And I'm just gonna drop that in here and then press down all the way around. Okay, there we go. So that's how we get just the different DSP prints on the inside of there. And so just making a couple of cuts with our punch. Okay, and then this is going to go right here on top of here like that. All right, and we're going to put that down with some glue. Don't need a lot on here, but enough. I knew we were going to get here. I still think I have a little bit left in there to work with. So we're just going to line this up. I'm sorry, I might be getting my little head in the way. I just don't want any of the DSP to show from the other side. Looks like that's good. And so there we have that label put on there, and you have a little bit of a shadow there. Okay, and so that's what I love about that look. Okay, well, let's tie our bow and turn this upside down because sometimes it's easier to do that. This gold twine is not the best when it comes to tying bows because it's a little bit slippery and all, but there we have it. I think that's going to work perfect. And I am going to maybe make the loops a little bit smaller before I tag it down with a glue dot. All right, so let me get my glue dots here, and I think it will be good if I can tuck it down with a glue dot. So I'm just going to kind of roll this up here on my take your pick tool, and I'm going to put it right on the back of here and put it down so that it stays in place on the card. And so there we have that, and you can see we have some pretty long tails. So instead of just having to chase those around, I'm just going to trim them off. And now it's a nice, clean little bow there. So very good. Very good. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining. All right. So, and all the thumbs up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. My business only grows when you guys share and tell me about new people that are interested. And so I just really appreciate all of your support. So, all right. So now we have the last bits here. Okay. So this is just going to go right on here, and we're going to use some dimensionals. All right. We may need to adjust it a bit to make sure that the flower isn't off the card base and all that kind of a thing. So let's just put on some dimensionals here. Actually, I'm going to move this down a little, and we don't need to worry about it there. And then this one, I think I did this last time. I want to cut it, which I normally do on my dimensional sheet, but this will go there, and this one will go up here. So I've just got 4 pieces on there, 4 dimensionals, I should say, or 3, 1 cut in half. So, all right. And then we have this piece. So I'm just trying to make sure I get the placement correct. And I'm okay if it gets over the top of this gold strand, the gold twine, but I want to make sure I'm not too much covering up the gold rim. Okay. And it looks like the only place that's going to happen is right up here with that big flower. And so there we have it. Such a pretty card, isn't it? I just love it. I love this. I just love everything about it. So, and I kind of like it with the gold twine as opposed to the linen thread. Now I was planning still to put the brass butterflies on here, but do you guys think we should use something else on here? I know there's, I don't want to use the blue from the kit because that wouldn't go, but I could use these glossy dots from the assorted glossy dots set. What do you think? Should we put brass butterflies or these beautiful glossy dots? So let's see here. Tell me what you think. I'll give you guys a minute to make a choice. And yeah, I love sharing all my ideas with you guys and my alternates. It's a lot of fun for me. And I'm just going to take a quick drink while I get your feedback. So brass butterflies or glossy dots in this yellow. What do you got for me? Huh? You guys going to give me some feedback? I would love it. You like either one? All right. Well, I think since we kind of changed things up, Wanda, you like the glossy dots? That's what I was thinking. Since we changed it up with the gold here, I'm going to go ahead and use these glossy dots on here. And so I'm going to get my take your pick tool. And I'm going to see where we can go with this. Oh, that's pretty. So pretty, y'all. I might need some more putty on my tip here. Might be getting old. There we go. All right, so I got 2 of those, and then we'll put one down here, and we'll get another one and put one in here, and one right there. So there you go. That is so pretty. I love it. I can't wait to share this with friends. I have 2 now to share. All right, so let's see. We went ahead and trimmed these pieces to put on the inside. Now we can do that. Let me see if I did something. Look what I did on this one. So maybe we can rough this up a little bit. Do a little bit of roughing up on this piece here. And we did this on both sides. And then I was thinking I could trim this one down and put it down the center just to do something different. Let's do that real quick. And then we'll move on to the next thing. So there we go. I wanted this to be like a 1/2 inch to just show a little bit of that rough edge on here like this. So we'll just put this right down the center like that. Oh, for some reason I'm getting really low on my page, on my table here. I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. So are you guys crafting today? What are you up to? And tell me what the weather's like where you are. We are getting our coldest weather so far of the winter season. Tomorrow it's supposed to be freezing here, and maybe in freezing tonight even. in the teens is what I hear. So that's a little bit unusual for us here in Texas. And so we'll just put this right in down here at the bottom like that. And I was trying to think, is there anything we would stamp on the inside? And so I am thinking we might put stamp one of the flowers on the inside, just to kind of snazz it up. I'm not ready to be done with it. All right, so let me get my crushed curry ink, and we'll stamp the flower inside of here like that. I think that would be nice. All right, so where is my block? I just need another one. So I'm just gonna see if I can, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna get my old olive out, and I'm going to open up my crushed curry as well. I'm gonna move this out of the way so we don't end up getting ink on them. And so I'm gonna just, instead of using masking, I'm gonna just do this by putting the old olive on the stem like this, and I'm gonna get the crushed curry for the flower. Just make sure I keep it on the flower piece, okay? And then we're going to just put this on here. Let me just move it over just a bit. There we go. And let's see, there we go. Oh, that's really pretty, isn't it? Hey, Bobby, how are you? Nice to see you here. Thanks for joining. All right, so there we have our first alternate card for today. Okay, and again, I use the Ink Botanicals on the card. We use the 2 3/8 circle punch to punch out our label from the kit, and that is how we did that. And we just kind of like put it in there in a shadow box kind of way. And so I just love how different it is from the one that I had designed the other day. Oops, I dropped my ruler. Not sure where that went. I don't know if I'll need it again right now, so I'm not going to mess around with it. But I just really like how it came out compared to the one that I had designed. They're the same, but they're a little different. So, you could even, I don't have it handy enough at the moment, but you can even come in and put some of the oh gosh, what is it? Winkostella. You could even come and put Winkostella on your flowers and all that kind of a thing. So weather changes so often with you. I know. Freezing one day, warms up, and we had rain. Oh my goodness. Well, it's kind of that way here too, in a sense. We just don't have the extreme stuff, except maybe this week. So, I wanted to go ahead and make a scrapbook page because I don't do this very often. And I went ahead and pulled out some, I don't know if you ever use that printing thing. You can print off your pictures from your phone onto like one of those little books. I think the one I used was called Groove Book. And so I went ahead and found a few pictures that I already had printed. These are from a bit ago, but I was thinking this is perfect because that's my sweet niece Kenzie, and then this is when her baby sister was born, and her baby sister's birthday is next weekend. And so I thought, oh, it'd be really fun to make a scrapbook page with the dandelions. And so I am just going to get out a few things here because I thought we could just do this on here and make it pretty simple, but use the elements from the kit to decorate it. Okay. And so we have the flowers and the sentiments and stuff like that. So I was just thinking we could make some, little design going across here, because I have a lot of pieces left from when I was cutting all these other pieces. And I thought we could bring this in, and I have this one. No, that's too short. Let's see. I have this one because I had leftover pieces. And so I thought, oh, I'll just bring these out and we'll just see what we can come up with going across here. So is it blurry still, Wanda? I had moved around a bit. Sorry about that. It might be too because I have so many things on the table at the moment. So let me move those out of the way for the time being. So let's see what we have here. So these three I think are the same size, and not quite. This one's a little bigger. Nope, those are not. Let's see. That one's too short, but I can do this one. So if I were to make these all the same size, which will be less than this one, let's see what we get. Let's see what we can get. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. So glad to hear that. I think that's the skinniest one. So let's do that one. Looks like it's 1 3/4. So let's cut these to 1 3/4. And I like to create scrapbook pages, and my favorite way is sort of on the fly. It's just fun that way. I don't let it stress me out or anything like that. And so, but I do like things that are very, asymmetrical. That's my preference. And so I do like lines to be able to have detailed lines on there. And so, that's kind of important to me. So let's see what we got here now. So if we were to kind of get these going across here, and may do them up a little bit more. All right, so let's have this one on this end, and then we'll put this one on here. All right, and so we'll have this one going this way. Then we'll put the Calypso Coral one in the center like this. So, and then we can have that coming in and that coming in. So basically we're covering the whole space, and it's really just to create a little bit of background and for all of this. And so just want to get that laid out, and then I'm going to use some cardstock. I have a piece of the Lost Lagoon cardstock that I thought would work well. May still need to trim the photos down a little bit, but I think I'll use that to mat the photos. So let's see what we get before we start to put everything together. And so I'm going to keep these at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So let's adjust these down. So let's see. I think I have, this is 4. Well, not quite. So I'm going to go down 1/4, and that doesn't take too much off this photo, just to help it have a little bit more of a frame. All right. And so then this one I would want to be 5 inches, and it looks like that will work out right here. And let's see how that, if I did my math correctly. All right. So there we go. Yeah, that's going to be good. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. We got that one. So I think I'm going to go this way with this one. I want 5 inches. And this was a while ago, to be honest, but I have lots of memories still to scrapbook. So you never know when you get a chance to do that. So here we go. There's that one. And I never know if my sweet baby girl nieces are watching. They might be watching. All right. So then I know this is not laid out perfectly, but I just want to get kind of, the layout down. I'm okay with turning things, obviously, but I do like them. I do like them a bit straight, but since I have this all going a little bit haphazard, it's okay to do that here too. So I think I'm going to do this, and then I really love this plaid piece, and so I think I'm going to use that. And maybe put this on the end of it. I'm just using all my scraps, y'all. That's what I love about this, is we're just literally using up all the pieces that I used to create cards this month. So this is just a lot of fun. So do any of you like to scrapbook? Is that something you do? Have you ever thought of using your paper pumpkins to create a scrapbook? Let me know. The only thing I don't really have planned out here is what I would put. I think I'm probably going to put a little title on here. But for now, it is going to, we're going to do this. I'm probably going to use some of this gold twine on there, and then we're going to pull some pieces from the kit, okay, and see what we got from there that we can add to all of this. All right, so I'm just going to bring these away, pull these down, and I'm going to start to put this stuff down. Now in my scrapbook, things go inside like a kind of what do I want to call it? A protector. So I'm not too concerned about what I'm doing here is I'm making sure I know where I am putting the top edge down. So I have this line over here. And so it's 1, 2, 3, because it's straight across, right? So I have 3 and then 5, then 2. So I'm 3 and then 2. So this one needs to go up a bit. All right. So I'm just making sure that I am using my grid to help. And like I said, it gets this scrapbook page will get a protector over it. So I don't need to like put like an exceptional amount of glue on here. It really, that's not necessary. But so I'm going to go ahead and put this one down in the center because that's where I want it. And that way it's done. I think it's time. Guys, for us to get that done. All right. On to the next one. All right. Because I'm tired of messing around with it. This is my favorite glue, and I use a lot of it. So it's just time to move on. I like to get as much out of the bottle as I can, but then I have to go on. All right. So let's see. Put this one on, and then this one, and then this one on, and then this one. That looks too much. All right. All right, so here we go. This one's going on over here. So I'm bringing it down just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of difference. Me too, Wanda. I used to do creative memories too, and I do still use their albums. I just love their albums. Yep, mine too. Back in the day, uh, I know they're still around to a degree. But to be honest, most of the time, if I'm looking for an album because I need a new one or something, I will go to eBay or somewhere like that and purchase one. Just because you know, can usually get a better deal there than buying a new one. So, all right. So there we go. So we're just a little haphazard, wonky, whatever you want to call it. Now on here, I'm just going to try and put a little bit on here because, to be honest, these photos are really thin. And they're not the greatest photos. So they could really probably start to warp in a sense. So it's more about just seeing my sweet girls, right? So I'm just doing some little dots on here to get these down. And there's my little baby Elise. Yeah, sweet girl. Sweet girl. No, we're going this way. And all right, so then I was going to bring this in here like that. And just going to put that down real quick right here. All right. And then I'm thinking we're going to stamp something on here. So let's see. What do we want? I think I want 1,000 good luck wishes. I think it will fit on here. Let's see. I'm going to use the pebbled path for it. And I think it will fit on there perfectly. If not, I'll get another tag out. Oh yeah, it's going to work just fine. But it is edge to edge. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess you can't really see this very well, but oh look, there it's stuck. So there you have it. It's a little bit dark, but I like it. 1,000 good luck wishes. That's what I wish for my girls right here. 1,000 good luck wishes. So let's just put this down and then we'll get the kit out. All right. Yeah, I do too, Wanda. I still have quite a bit of their stuff. So I try not to put too many, I guess too many embellishments on my pages because really over time it just really hurts the books because mine get really big. And so we're only going to do things that are, relatively flat on here. And so that will be one of the things we can add, like the brass butterflies. And then I'm going to use this. We're going to use this right here to go around. I think I'm going to put it around right here. But we'll just tack it down on the back side. So I am going to use a glue dot to do that. So let's see here. If I get a glue dot. Now let's see where I want it. Because I want it to be about right here. Oh, right there. It came off on me. All right. So we're going to tack this down here. And yep, that's perfect. All right. And then we're going to bring it around here like this. So that I'm just trying to get it lined up. but I see I'm a little bit out of the shot. So I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just lining it up on my grid and seeing where. So this is again about the fifth line up. And so I'm going to get another glue dot on this side and put that down right there so we can tack that down. Now, I will put something else on there just to cover it up because we can't have that little glue dot there. So I'm just going to get a little piece of paper and we're just going to stick it right over that so that it holds that and doesn't leave that adhesive exposed. Okay. There we go. Just like that. And so we have that little gold piece coming across there. All right. And then I'm going to take another piece here. And let's see. I'm going to take about 10 inches so I can tie a bow. And I'm just going to go around here like this. And if I can get this part done, then I can tack the bow down. Oops. Boy, this stuff is got a mind of its own. Has a mind of its own. I don't know if you've ever played with this stuff. That gold twine, it sure does have a mind of its own. All right. Well, what do you think so far of what we have happening? All right. So now we can tie this bow. Again, I feel like with this stuff, I do better when I'm upside down. Because look, see, now I feel like my bow is upside down. Although it won't stay this way because the stuff has such a mind of its own. But very cute, I think. All right, so we've just added that bow down there, okay? And we have 1,000 good luck wishes. Have my stuff tucked down in the back. So let's see, what can we add to here from our kit, okay? So I'm just going to put that here and let's just see what we got. So we could add the little flower right up here. We can add that on here if we wanted, or a little bit there. I don't know if I like that or not, but it's one option. We could put a flower there. I think we have a bigger one that I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for right here. So I want to get one of these right here. So I'm thinking we could put this right up here like that, and then add one down here. And I have the little one that is the gold foil that could go right here like that. What do you think about that? Adding those. You like it? Oh, thank you, Diane. Flat stickers, right. No kidding. We have that. You like it, Wanda? I like it too. I could put dimensionals on with this, but I don't know that I need to. So I'm probably just going to use some glue dots on the back and to put these down. And it won't take a lot. So I'm just going to see if I can put one or two on here. Feeling a little clumsy today with my glue dots. I don't know why. All right, so we're going to put this one with the petal, the stem going down underneath the gold twine right there. And I think we just need one glue dot on here. You like it, Bobby? Thank you. I can't remember, Bobby. Do you like to scrapbook? I love to scrapbook. It's just, I haven't really felt like it. And so I remember how much I enjoyed it. So I decided to get it out and try to do one each month with the paper pumpkin. And I will show you a couple that I made. If I can put, oh yeah, I have them, that I put my hands on, that I used with some of the kits that I made this past weekend, or this weekend, I should say. Just trying to play around with it and see how that looked. And it worked out just fine. So I think I'll probably do some letters up here. I think I will probably add some letters up here at the top, just like a little bit of a title, so to speak. But what do you think? Do you think you could try out some scrapbooking with our paper pumpkin leftovers, or not necessarily leftovers? And let me show you those other pages I made, because I used this one. I used the Best Destination kit. And so I don't know if you can see it, but this card has like a train on it. And they're a little bit of a fun fold kit. And so I took the card apart and used the whole, and I have a picture of myself in there. This is from a trip I took a long time ago. And it was my first time to Harry Potter World at Universal Studios. It was at night, and these pictures are horrible, but I remember it. And then I made a card with the other piece that was left over, pretty similar to how the card is in the kit design, but I have a place for me to do some of my own journaling in there about the trip. And so I did that. And then I did one other one that I think came out really cool. And this is with the Boho Beach kit. So if you've never seen that kit, it's so soft and just perfect for beach photos, to be honest. And all this is done with the stamps in the kit. I did all that with the stamps in the kit. And then these are from the card bases. These are the die cuts. Everything here, the only thing I added was literally the 12 by 12 piece in the back. And so I'm just going to try and add those in because I enjoy it, as long as I have some photos around that I can make work. And so just a little bit of fun. I'll be posting some pictures, but you know, this the All the Best kit has been a lot of fun to play with, and I have to say I'm really looking forward to getting the January kit because I just think it's really beautiful. And but we've had a lot of fun making some cards, and so I'm just going to flip this over here so I can lay my cards out for you to see. Let's get that focus back. Woo, that's no good. So we made this, and then last week we made other cards. So we made this one, and that was the same one, the sample I had made. And then we made that one last week, and this was the sample I had made. And then here's the cards for the kit. Just a lot of fun. So many beautiful cards here. And don't forget, the kit comes with this really cute box, and you get to give some away if you want. So this was a lot of fun. I'm just so thankful for all of you joining, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday with more fun thinking creatively, and Sunday at 4 p.m. Central, and I'll be here and on my Facebook page and on YouTube. So join me from wherever you'd like, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.